Average home sale prices up. There are communities in West Michigan where that's happening. 24-Hour News 8 found those neighborhoods after spending weeks searching through real estate sales records. Last night, we showed you the areas seeing the biggest drops. Tonight, Tony Tagliavia is back with a look at those areas seeing price spikes and the one asset that sets them apart.
Water. Out of the 97 communities in 8 counties where we compiled and compared the numbers, the only areas to see increases in average home sale price have it. Looking at the percentage increases, Gun Lake in Berry County tops the list.
Well, how can you beat it?
Everybody wants to be on the water. I grew up on the lake.
And Rick Burley lives on Gun Lake now. The average sales price there for a 12-month period ending in March, $220,000. That's up from about $188,000 over the same 12-month period in 2003 and 2004, a 17% jump. The rest of the top 5, Yankee Springs Township, also in Berry County, Spring Lake in Ottawa County, the Saugatuck area in Allegan County, and Gull Lake in Kalamazoo County, where the average prices jumped 10%, from $580,000 to about $637,000.
See those different greens, colors of green and blue? It's just like the Bahamas. Look at the clarity of that.
Dick Boris has been selling real estate on Gull Lake for decades.
40 years.
So are wealthy lake home buyers just a bit more shielded from the economic downturn?
I think so. That's probably true. But they've been as reluctant as anyone else in the past couple of years.
Higher average prices may show those wealthier buyers are now a little less reluctant. The price spike could show it's the higher-end homes that are selling. Still, the increase does not necessarily mean homes are worth more. Ron Wall is selling his home on Gun Lake. He's had to drop the price nearly $100,000.
We're at $460 now, which should be a remarkably good buy.
Another possible explanation for higher average prices?
We have a lot of Chicago influence here.
Buyers from larger cities can come with larger incomes. And there's this.
Their economy is not as bad as ours.
Grand Valley State University economics professor Paul Isley says that in a housing recovery, lake properties would be among the first to bounce back. Of course, not every home buyer in West Michigan can afford to or wants to buy on a lake. So we looked beyond the 5 places where the average price is up to a group where prices are at least relatively stable. The average sale price for the southern part of Walker in Kent County is down about 5%. We found a couple of neighborhoods in Kalamazoo County with similar stories. First, the Winchell Hillcrest area, where the average price is down about 4.5%. Then the southern part of Portage, where the average price is down about 3.5%. So what's happening in those communities compared to the places where the average price has dropped 50% or more? Isley says part of it is fewer job losses and fewer foreclosures.
They aren't in a situation where they're being forced to sell. Their income hasn't dried up completely. They probably were dual income houses to begin with, so even if one of the spouses lost their job, they had some ability to hang on to the house.
Another factor could be strong or growing employers nearby, like Stryker in southern Kalamazoo and Portage. Isley says our numbers show trends that are similar to what he's found when tracking one set of houses and what they sell for over time. He says prices in Grand Rapids appear to have hit bottom last April, going up gradually since then with some jumps and drops tied to the homebuyer tax credit. Now that the credit has expired, Isley and Dick Boris will watch to see what happens. The Gull Lake realtor recently listed a waterfront home for $2.7 million. Do you really think you can sell it for that price?
Yeah, I do. I'm counting on it.
We put all the data we used for this story online along with this searchable map. Communities are broken down based on how realtors divide their territory and data they provided to us. While many of the communities are individual neighborhoods, some are as large as a township, others an entire county. You can find a link on the homepage at woodtv.com.